Hey, I'm David Goldberg here with Sarah McGoldrick, and welcome to Media Gold, a podcast by the Gold Clover Group.
Each week, we find new ways to help you improve your own communication strategy and effectively reach your audience. Today's topic: apps that help grow your business. In the super competitive world, you need every edge you can get. So, the numbers are on the rise. COVID cases are going up, which means there will most likely be another pushback, maybe another lockdown, and more working from home. So we thought we'd compile a list of apps that help people improve their business, grow their business, help reach their audience, or just find new ways to connect with people through these apps. Some of them cost money, some of them are free, which is always great. First, David, you had something you wanted to share?
Yes, I just want to let everybody know because probably nobody cares. But my Tim Hortons story from last week, just quickly, the whole gist of the story is that basically I tried to use their app to order $30 worth of delivery. I never got my food, and they still took my money. And I've been on about 5 or 6 different phone calls, and I'm still waiting to get my money. Tim Hortons, if you're listening. But I will keep you guys updated. I'm determined to get my money back here. It's not $5, it's $30.
Definitely not an
Um,
app success story.
no, definitely not. But what is a success story is this first app I want to talk about. It's been around for a bit, but I've just been looking at it this week, and it's Buffer. So if you're starting your business, it can kind of overwhelming when you're starting all your different social media accounts. You're updating your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Pinterest, your Etsy, whatever. But this app lets you have one central hub where you can kind of monitor all the posts and schedule posts and post uniformly across all your platforms that you're using. Can just save you a lot of time, make things organized, save you a lot of stress. So you can do Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. There is a free version you can use, but they also have 4 different packages that you can have. You can spend up to like $400 a month if you're a big business, but definitely worth checking out for sure.
So Buffer would be similar to Hootsuite, that sort of multiple social media platform manager.
Exactly.
Is it?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Sounds great. The next one we recommend is Canva. I've used this for many, many, many different projects. It's a mix of image creation, video creation. You can start from scratch with your own design. You can use one of their pre-designed templates. They're pre-sized. So if you're building an Instagram image or Facebook image, the dimensions are already there, so it's very much plug and play. It really helps you elevate your look and make you look like an Adobe InDesign wizard. Really, it takes very very little skill. If you've got any desktop publishing experience at all, then Canva should be really really easy to pick up on. It allows for team use as well. So if you have a group of people working on a project together, you can add teams, and that's really the only cost. On its own, Canva is a free app. You can spend $1 here or there for some of the images they offer. A lot of images are free, as well as like the clip art, graphs, um,
We have like
icons.
cool animated posts too, right? That you can put on
Exactly.
Instagram.
Yeah, so a lot of the animation is already built in. So you can create an image or a video with all the little bits and pieces that you need, and it's just ready to share. So it's a
Yeah.
really really fantastic app.
Yeah, I gotta say, Sarah, because you showed it to me, and it's been so useful, even just in our own internal operations here. Like, you can literally search any kind of graphic. I wanted to make a page for a podcast, so I typed in website banner, and then all of a sudden, boom, I got 300 different options to choose from, and it was exactly what I needed, like the pixel width and length and resolutions and styles. So that was really cool.
It's definitely a great app to have, especially if you're just starting out and needs can't afford to hire a graphic designer. Boom, you become your own graphic designer.
But if you actually do need a graphic designer, you should contact us, goclovergroup.com, because we know some pretty talented people we can hook you up with to deliver
Hmm.
some awesome graphics. Just saying.
Definitely.
Our next app we're going to talk about is Grammarly. A lot of people are super smart, super creative, but they suck at spelling. And this is an app that can help. You can download it on your desktop computer. You can download it as an alternate keyboard on your iPhone. And not only does it do your classic spell check, but you can get it to analyze, entire sentences, paragraphs, pages of text, and it will look through and tell you how you can really punch up your copy, which can be really helpful for a lot of people, especially if you're trying to turn out a lot of content and maybe you don't have that time to write something out and then like let it sit for a couple of days. So it kind of acts as that fresh set of eyes to vet your work if you don't actually have a real person standing by. And just the fact that you can have it on so many of your different platforms just to carry with you in your pocket at all times makes it a very effective tool.
Yeah, and the great thing about this one too is the basic version at least is free. So if you just need some quick spell checking, some quick grammar checking, did you put the comma in the right place, the colon in the right place, then you can pop that in there and boom, it gives you your results. The free version goes into a little bit more depth. So if you're someone who needs that extra spell checking, extra grammar checking, proper use of, then it might be worth investing. But if you're just looking for a quick look, a quick glance, that extra set of eyes, like you said, then it's totally worth just using the free version. And the nice thing about it too is it stores your documents. So if you set up a proper account, you upload your document for it to check, it saves it. So if you need to go back later, you don't have to copy and paste again. It's there waiting for you.
Nice. Love that. And our last app here is Trello for organization, right?
Yeah, so Trello I've been using for years. Like a lot of people with a freelancing past, I had to juggle multiple projects, and Trello allowed me to do that by setting up boards. So you set up a board for each of your projects that you're working on, and then within those boards, you set up cards where you might list clients that you're reaching out to, the success of those contacts, the projects that you're working on, the timelines, your to do list. You can also upload important files. You can create teams within Trello, which is really great. So if you're working on a project with more than one person, you can loop them in and then share the status of your work. So it's really a fantastic, again, free app. There are some paid upgrades. It depends on what you're doing as to whether or not there's any value to them. Myself, I found the free version more than sufficient for what I'm doing, just keeping, like I said, track of just basic projects. So I highly, highly recommend anyone who just needs that little something extra to keep them organized to look at Trello. And the great thing about it too is you've got a desktop version and an app version for your phone. So if you make a change one place, it's going to show up elsewhere, which again is great for staying on task and staying on track.
And it's free, right? Did you already say that? Free?
Yeah, it's another free app with a few paid upgrades, but like I said, I've got along just fine with the free version all these years. I wouldn't stress anyone out by saying you have to get the paid version. You can get a lot done just with the free version.
Yeah, if it's free, it's for me.
Mhm.
Which brings me to the next couple things we want to talk about with podcasting. So we want to start our podcast. Everybody's got to be cost conscious these days. And first of all, you're listening to us being recorded on Zencaster right now. So many great things about this. It allows you to record podcasts and other media files for free. You can do other interviews with other people, as many people as you want, just by sending them a link. It's like starting a Zoom, basically, except they don't even need to sign up with a login or anything. You just send them the link, they click, they join, runs a couple health checks and everybody's mics. You hit record, and boom, you're off. And then you can download your audio file, and you can choose to edit whatever suite you want. And is Zencastr the one where they say everything's like free during the pandemic or something like that?
I'm not sure about that, but I think just about everybody has got a COVID promotion going on right now to encourage people to use their app. So
Mm-hmm.
Worth
And
looking into.
and once we download that file, so you have to have a place to put it out there to all the people that people listen to podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, whatever. And so we decided to go with Anchor FM. So Anchor.fm, unlimited storage, unlimited episodes. Some of the fancier ones will actually say like, oh, you can only record 2 hours a month and we'll only store your files for 3 months at a time. But Anchor.fm right now is unlimited storage, unlimited episodes, and they'll basically once you upload your first episode, they'll start pushing your podcast to all the most popular platforms. I think within a week, it automatically pushed us to about 10 different platforms, and I didn't even have to lift a finger, so nothing wrong with that.
That's always nice. The nice thing about Zencaster too, again for file storage, is yes, it creates a file within the app itself, but you can connect it to your Google Drive so that it automatically downloads the audio file there too. So you don't have to worry about, something happening to the app and it going missing because you've got that backup already in your Google Drive where you can download it anytime you need it.
Yeah, Google Drive is incredible. I have about like probably 5 different accounts going right now, just so I can keep taking advantage of that like free 15 free gigabytes of storage. But man, what an amazing tool! While we're speaking of apps,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so just to
Did I say
recap,
absolutely?
oh, oh, that was perfect pun, perfect pun. So just to recap, some absolutely perfect apps for you. We talked about Buffer, the hub to post to all your major social media platforms, keep yourself organized. Grammarly to make sure you're writing good on all your posts and
That was
documents and
so
emails.
grammatically correct.
Thank you. Thank you. We're talking about Canva, making some really awesome, creative graphics for your social media that really just pop, graphics for websites too. Trello to organize all your work because you're the busy modern businessman or woman and you need some place to keep everything organized. And then finally for podcasts, Zencast and Anchor.fm, some really great and free options to get your message out there.
So we hope you found these tips helpful. They've sure helped us in our careers along the way. Send us your digital marketing questions at www.goldclovergroup.com or find us on social media at Gold Clover Group.
And don't forget to catch us every Wednesday wherever you listen to your podcast.